Linwood Covenant, hey, welcome to our live update. Hope you're all doing well. Social distancing is hard. It's difficult, and from my experience, it's no fun. I'm trying to get better at it, and hopefully, we're all doing our part to flatten the curve, as they say, and we look forward to being back together. But as a church, we're committed to doing our part and to make the best of it. So our staff has been really hard at work, making a lot of plans, and I'm excited for that. Thankful for all their hard work. As they say, necessity is the mother of invention. So we are inventing a lot of things, learning a lot of things, being really creative with how can we connect with each other, and we have a really good plan that is coming into place. And so I want to give you an update on the plan and where we're at, and there'll be a lot more information coming in the next few days. First, the bad news is that we're not going to be able to gather for worship on Sunday, and so it's going to be another Sunday without us gathering in the same place. And we're going to gather though online, and we're going to stream as we did yesterday. It seems like yesterday was like last Sunday was about a year and a half ago, but it was only a little over a week ago. So we'll stream again, only we're going to we'll stream here from church, and we're going to have some music. Pastor Rachel will give us a little music after our message, and we're learning a lot about streaming, and each week it'll get a little bit better. Right now, the lead team has decided that we won't gather for worship at least until Easter, and that might be the first time we gather, although we know from everything that's happening that it'll likely go farther than Easter. But for those that are planning and in charge of lots of different parts of our worship experience, Easter would be the soonest that we would gather, and we'll just keep tuned to what's happening and figure out what that date is. But the longer that we're apart, we'll keep doing things to be able to be connected as best as we can. So join us on Sunday at 10 a.m. We are going to switch platforms, and it's still going to be on Facebook. We're learning a lot about this, but we're going to be launching a YouTube channel because if you're online, everybody can get to YouTube, and not everybody can get to Facebook. If you're you have to have a Facebook account, of course, to be on Facebook. So be looking for in our emails and communication that we're going to be launching a YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch it on YouTube Live. And we'll also be putting it on Facebook. And so there'll be more information coming before Sunday. But we'll go live at 10 a.m. On Sunday and bring a worship experience for you. So make sure you join us. Our Facebook pages there's a lot happening there. So we have a Facebook page for children, and so you can find that and join that, Linwood Kids, and we encourage you to check that out. And Renee and Amber and the team are putting a lot of good content on there. So if you have children, make sure especially that you're there. Pastor Chris in the youth group has a Facebook page as well, and Pastor Chris is putting content on there. We're going to have confirmation on Sunday morning through the power of streaming and technology. And so Renee and Chris and all of our team, all of our staff is really working hard to provide resources and ways for us to connect and encourage each other in these times. We're creating a brand new website that we're going to be launching today or tomorrow morning at the latest. We're working with our city, our township, with the country store, with the school, with Sunnyside Church and the township and the fire department in Linwood. And we're creating a website that's going to provide resources not only for our church family, but for our whole community. So some of those resources we want to provide is shopping and errands for those who it's just safer to be at home for this time. We're going to provide information about a food distribution because we have a lot of food and we're getting more food that we can just hand out from our church here. And we're going to provide resources about childcare to help those who really need some help with childcare as they have to work or be gone. We have a lot of resources that we're going to put on that website about what's happening and how to be up to date with the latest developments in our country, but also just in this area. There's schools right now are offering meals for families with kids, and there's lots of things that are happening that are really, really good in our community. And we want to be able to have a place where you can just find out the latest and greatest as far as resources. And then the website will just be a place of connection for people to be able to ask questions, to get a hold of us as a church, to receive prayer, all those kinds of things. So that website will go live, like I said, tonight or tomorrow morning, and be looking at Facebook and other avenues. We'll be putting out that web address and letting you see what's all there. We also have a new phone number, so someone, and I see a bunch of you watching this, someone can type this in so then everyone sees it. But this phone number will get a hold of one of the church staff, and the number is 651-317-9611. Once again, it's 651-317-9611. And if you call that phone number, it'll ring my phone and Pastor Chris and Pastor Rachel and Amber's phone, and one of us will be able to answer it and to talk with you, pray with you, or just answer any question you might have. We're going to be staffing the church for a number of hours each week. We're going to practice our social distancing but have a staff person here as well, that's to be able to be present if someone has questions or calls the church directly. But the amount of time that people are here at church will be limited, and so that number will be a way that you can get a hold of one of us as a pastor, and we'll be able to meet your needs there. Number of other things. So just one exciting announcement, that as the church building is empty, the vision team and the lead team has decided to be able to move forward with our remodel of our children's spaces and our offices here at Linwood. So Paul Nygren is leading the charge on that, and in these days, he's starting his work to do that. So we'll be showing you some pictures, but as we're away and the building is empty, we're going to take advantage of that time and continue to make this a great place for young families and children. And so be praying that all goes well. We're excited to see how it all looks and how it all comes together. I'm going to be sending out an email, and we're also going to be sending out a snail mail, old-fashioned letter for everybody, especially that doesn't have email, just to be able to put everything in writing and give you the latest and greatest. So time is going fast. There's lots of things happening, so I think most likely that will get mailed out tomorrow. So if you know someone that doesn't have Facebook or doesn't have email, let them know that there will be a snail mail communication coming, and they'll get it probably either Saturday or early next week. I want to leave you with a couple thoughts. I know it's an anxious time, and everything is changing quite quickly. We want you to know that we're with you, and to use that phone number, send us an email to reach out. If you have any prayer requests or just want someone to pray for you, if you're just feeling really anxious and tense, I know there's lots of worry about loved ones and grandparents and parents and children, and I know some of you have reached out, and it's really a good thing to do, to just say, hey, this is burdening me. Will you carry that burden with me? And so we encourage you to email us and to share that as a prayer request, and just to not be in the journey alone, even though as we're trying to live life more separate, it can feel more alone. Isaiah 41:10 says, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I want you to know that God is not the author of pain and suffering. One of my pastor friends said that this week, and I think it's so good to remember that God is not the author of pain or suffering. God is not in favor of separation. This is why Jesus came, we believe, to end separation and to make a way so that separation is not a reality. COVID-19, the coronavirus, it's a reminder of the brokenness of our earth and our life, the sin that's in our world. And the resurrection that we hold on to is the hope of eternal togetherness. And so as we're separate, it's hard, right? I don't like it. It's not good. And we'll talk a little bit more about it on Sunday. But let the pain of the separation remind you of how good our future is, how faith gives us the hope of togetherness, and how important that is for us, and how beautiful that is. And so I hope that you can rest in that. And I'm going to read this verse one more time before I sign off. Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear. In the midst of all of this, breathe deep and know that God is with you. Over and over, the Bible says that, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. The God of togetherness is our God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And know that we're with you. Know that we want to be with you and communicate with you. Reach out. Know that we have nothing to fear because nothing can separate us from the love of God. So I miss you, my friends. I look forward to seeing you soon. Keep on keeping on. Keep on loving God and loving your neighbor well. And we'll be in touch, and we'll be streaming again before too long. Have a good afternoon. Take care. Bye.